So, we are here at Aalborg rock and metal Nordic festival with Valkenrag.
Valkenrag.
Valkenrag. I can't roll my ass. I'm sorry.
No problem. No problem.
You just had a great show. You just delivered whatever
Thank
you
you.
promised.
You know, you can see when the show is great because when we are going out from the stage, we are pretty sweaty. You know,
Yeah.
if we are not, that means that show was not pretty good.
No.
But
You gotta be
I don't
red
remember
faced.
any show that I went from the stage not sweated.
No. You gotta
So-
be all red faced, all sweaty,
Yeah.
and pretty tired because all your energy has just gone out.
You have
the
to
audience.
smell of ripe cheese afterwards. Like really ripe cheese.
over the entire body.
Yeah, unfortunately. But you know, the good thing is that we have a shower afterwards.
Oh,
so
yeah.
you know, some shows you don't get a shower. You just have to drive home for like 8 hours.
I just wanted to add that Vincent is a replacement. So maybe in his band they don't take a shower after the show.
In his band, they take a show together.
Yeah.
In the ass. Yeah,
That's why I'm not playing with you guys.
yeah. That's why I don't know why they invited me to do this interview. Because like I have no fucking idea because like I'm a substitute player for today and tomorrow's show.
Which was the one with the beard.
Yeah, so I'm gonna look good.
Something like that. Something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so
He's the eye candy for the ladies.
yeah.
Yeah, this guy here.
Yeah.
Oh, so is this your first time in Denmark?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. First
Did you,
time.
did you enjoy it?
Yes, it's pretty cool, you know. There are a couple of things that strike on the ice as the first one. First of all is the traffic.
Yeah.
Almost no traffic. In Poland, we get such a traffic only on Sundays. It's pretty clean on the streets. Difficult to find any garbage.
No dog shit on
No
the
dog
sidewalk.
shits, yeah. Yeah, in Poland it's a little bit different. I don't mean that in Poland it's a complete garbage, but
No.
it's easier to find anything, you know,
Yeah.
than here. And in my opinion, the air is much more clean.
Okay.
Maybe that's why because I live in the city, you know, in a fabric city, industrial city, sorry, and that's the case. Here is, you know, like I'm on the village in Poland. You can breathe.
Which city do you live in?
Where?
Which city do you live in?
Which
It translates loosely to
boat?
boat. Not boat city, just boat.
Just boat. Is it
Just
at least
boat.
by the water?
No.
No.
No,
there is no river in the city.
Yeah, there are underground rivers. There are
No.
underground rivers, but
Yeah, but I think that when the city was formed, nobody cared about underground waters. So why the fuck they named the city Boat? I don't get it. I don't try to guess.
you can just
It just
check.
happened.
You can just check Wikipedia.
Yeah.
Probably has all
Yeah,
the answers.
I got better things to do.
There's just some dude. He took a boat and then flipped it and then.
Or
lived under it.
maybe those guys, you know, used to some hard drugs or something like that. And I see the city. I see the boat. See the boat. Hey, dude, we are in the middle of the forest. Yeah, I see the boat. Whatever.
Whatever. Oh.
More whatever. It's very nice city. It's very nice city. Yeah, quite big. Second in Poland. Biggest city.
Second or third regarding population, and don't think it's the second or the third regarding the actual area. But it's in the first three, you know, biggest Polish cities. It's just right in the middle of our beautiful country. You have a map of Europe here. After the interview, we're gonna give you a bit of a geography
I can see
lesson.
the boat.
We're gonna give you a geography lesson, and we're just gonna point like it's here.
I think that'll do.
It's near Warsaw. It's near the capital. Like
Yeah.
it's an hour
100
drive to the
kilometers.
capital.
It's nearby.
Okay. That's good. Unless there's something new coming.
Yeah. We are at the end almost.
It's almost recorded.
So there is only mixing, mastering, and we also get some orchestration to add solos, but all the guitars, bass, vocals, drums are already recorded. So we are at the end. Probably the album will be released on Atom. On Atom?
In autumn.
In Atoms. English teacher. I need to ask him.
The guys told me it's like going to be like planned. You know how it goes, yeah? You plan something and then things fuck up.
Yeah.
And,
There are always
September or October, something like that. Like early autumn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard the like rough mixes. The
And what
the
do you
tracks.
think
I mean, you've been sending me like demos for like 2 years. I know these songs, almost by heart.
Yeah, so if we
And I wrote like lyrics to 2 or 3. So
yeah, so if we need replacements, you already know the songs.
Yeah. It's always good to have one in the back, just in case.
I know the songs.
Know the songs, yeah. But you are making mistakes playing them.
No shit. I had like 4 days to learn 10 fucking songs.
No excuse.
So. I have a life and a day job, yeah?
Silent.
I kill you.
So can you say a little about what it has inspired you on this album? Lyric-wise, music-wise?
I'm on art.
That's
the truth is that most songs of the second album, the one that we already almost recorded, I wrote before we recorded the first album. Because this was just riffs, and you get lots of songs, and you need to I'll put this one, I'll take this one. This need to wait, okay. And after some time, rehearsals with the band, playing gigs, making some video clips or etc. The time has come to return for those old songs, and we need to remake them. So we also changed the drummer because those new songs were already done with our former drummer, but after we changed the drummer, we need to make those songs from the beginning.
Yeah,
and I think that was a very good idea, because most of them were changed, not directly, but a little bit. The riffs required us to grow up, for example, to have a fresh look on those riffs, those ideas. And after that, when we started from the beginning to work on the music, I think the effect will be pretty good.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
The guy helped me a lot with lyrics for the second album.
Yeah, I wrote like for the first album I just checked them a bit.
Yeah.
For like some minor mistakes.
This is fucked up. This is fucked up.
No. It wasn't like that. And
here is the correct one.
yeah, like F minus, like F minus. I want to see your parents. And I wrote like I think lyrics to 2 or 3 songs. I know that one song will not be used on this album. I mean, because
forgot to record.
they usually demo their songs, so it's like a rough drum machine with the guitar overlaid.
Yeah,
and
recorded at home studio.
Yeah, like home studio, like line 6, tone port or something like that. And then they send me, sometimes they send me their ideas, and like, if you have any ideas for lyrics, because sometimes the guys just have their own ideas, and they just write at home, and sometimes they send me a song or two, like, if you have any ideas for this song, just like, let it rip. And
it's pretty easy, because when we are working on the song, for example, there are a few things that can be changed, and when you have the lyrics, there is a possibility it won't match. But if the other guy makes those lyrics, okay, please write another one because
And
we
I-
changed the song.
And I tried,
somewhere.
tried to stay in their like let's say comfort zone. So it's I just took some Norse myths,
Yeah.
and one song is about the wolves chasing the sun and the moon.
Sun and the moon, right?
Yeah. So it's like it's like the Vikings. From what I read, this is how they explained to themselves how day and night changes. Yeah, so it's like one chariot with the sun, one chariot with the moon, and two wolves chasing them. So you got
Yeah, it's
this
a great
rotation. Yeah. It's a pretty cool song. Yeah, I really like the music, the riffs, the melodies in it. And the other song that I remember because it was like 2 years ago, I think. I wrote a song about Nidhogg, the dragon that feeds on the Yggdrasil's roots.
The roots
Yeah,
of the
so it's
tree,
like he eats also cadavers in Hell's Realm or something like that. And this song
The
didn't.
basic title was N10.
And 10.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
number 10, N10.
Yeah.
Yeah, he always gives the song original titles like N10, N11, N11A, and 11B.
Numbers are much easier.
So I wrote the lyrics to this song, but it didn't. It will be from the guys tell me on the third album maybe, and it remind me music-wise. It remind me a lot of like Unleashed. Like Yggdrasil Trembles or Midwinter Blood, yeah, like from these albums, yeah, it's really fucking cool.
We've got our own guy from the interviews,
They pay me in beer.
Yeah, that's.
I'm running out of beer.
So you need to run for a beer.
Yeah.
No, I'm just gonna stop talking.
Yeah, we
Okay,
got some meat.
so we're gonna start talking. The point.
But about those lyrics, how did you decide? I can see you all have your moon here around your neck. How did you decide you're going with a Viking theme?
A couple of things that were influential. First of them was childhood. As a child, I was maybe fascinating is a too strong word, but interesting. A lot of interest with the culture of Vikings and ancient Slavs, etc. So this was influential a lot. And pop music, yes, ar&m is a main thing, but not the only thing.
No.
Because I know this because when we started to work on the band, Polish ar&m, and it was
stuck.
It was just when one person said Polish ar&m, all of them were talking ar&m. Polish ar&m, damn you. But it's needless to fight with it because you can't. You can't. If the people are talking, they will be always talking. So it's a waste of time to fight with this. You just need to do what you are doing actually. If the thing that you are doing are pretty good, so it's a good way, and you need to follow.
Yeah.
That's all. About inspirations. In music, ar&m of course, but also Behemoth, Dimmu Borgir. Yeah. At least one riff.
Milli Vanilli.
Fuck you. Metallica. Yeah. I love. Yeah. You can find inspirations everywhere. You can write a song while you are walking the street. Once I write the song. When I was in high school, I returned back home. My neighbor, who was living floor deep, not below, deeper, a floor below me, was a sewer, and was
Plumber?
Not plumber.
What?
Szwaczka, sewer.
Oh.
Taylor. Oh fuck you. Great, Taylor. she was dealing the stuff, with the machine. Yeah, great riff. And I just back home, put over my back, take the guitar, and I write a song. Just like that.
It's that simple.
Yeah, but the song was not pretty good. But I did it. I did it. So it is possible actually. But Amon Amarth is pretty good about the guitars because I'm not a virtuoso on the guitar. So I play simple things. I got pretty fast right hand. And the melody is great. The melody is great because you can write those riffs almost like a symphony. You are writing the guitar as a part of the symphony, and the second guitar will be dealing with this first part, and the bass will be. I do it like this, and those riffs are coming up. I think pretty cool. Not all of them, because sometimes I put some riffs, that are you just need to put the riff because there is a space to need to be filled, and the riff is not to be so great. It can be shitty riff actually, but you need to put something like this to to divide the best riffs as a contrast, for example. Yeah. So I'm doing like this, and
it's like two girls when you have like the really pretty girl, and she always hang out with the really
if you put bad riff nearby the awesome riff will be much more awesome than it is. Simple as that. Children, please learn.
Yeah, cheers. So did you start playing at an early age?
No, it was about 16 years old. I was playing on the other instruments when I was younger, but nothing dealing with metal actually. It was piano.
Dildo. Sorry. It was just too easy.
Like that. Bang, 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 bang. Yeah, tell us more about your childhood, please. Yeah, the battery is gone. Okay. Well, so first was the piano, but unfortunately I didn't have any, so I used keyboard.
The window pane.
Please, shut the fuck up. So I used keyboard. But when I was teenage, like it's about 16 years old, my jakiś szwagier?
Brother-in-law.
Brother-in-law, yeah. Brother-in-law showed me first Metallica, and Nothing Else Matters. Yeah, that was great. He just played the guitar, and I first time saw when somebody plays the guitar like this. Damn, that's pretty good. And my first achievement was when I learned how to play solo to Nothing Else Matters. My brother-in-law couldn't. Yeah. First win. First win. Yeah. Then it just went through, Next was the first electric guitar, second electric guitar, third electric guitar. Lots of practice and
a few bands.
Few bands. Actually, yeah. Even much bigger bands need to start from 0 point.
Yeah.
And most of them, even Metallica, they didn't form up as a first band at all. All of them played with other guys. They need to learn. They need to match up with other people. Playing with the band in the band is always and fucking always dealing with people. Because when you're going on tour, You need to spend lots of time, lots of hours, days, weeks with,
In a hot
with the
car.
guys. Yeah, yeah. I didn't mean this. But yeah, but I mean that's it's almost like a fucking family, you know. So you can choose to take a member to the band, some asshole who'll fuck you up or just make you nervous all the fucking time, and after a few hours you want to just go back home, and you don't care that you get 10 gigs before you want to stop it now.
Yeah, we hear a lot of stories about
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
This
So
lead singer's getting kicked out of the tour bus and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think Annihilator did it.
Yeah.
Like they just kicked out their lead singer mid tour, and the guitarist just sang the rest of the tour.
hello.
No, like he just he was
He will
fed
be the
up
drum, he will be the guitar, he will be the bass, and I can still sing. Yeah.
So how did the band get started?
The band started in 2006, as far as I remember. I formed a band with my friend. I used to play with him with my first band ever. So it didn't it wasn't something that we wanted to be a band playing gigs or tours or some of this stuff. I played as a vocalist in other bands, and this was just a side project because this kind of music in the band I was doing almost nothing with the music. I was only frontman, the vocalist. I didn't make any riffs, but with my friend wanted to do some side project just to express ourselves in the riffs. So we started to record our ideas at home, and that formed up the first demo, then EP album, and after that we made our first video clip. Just for fun. But after that, it looked pretty cool. So this was very good idea to show the people our music by video, not only MP3, because the video also allows the audience to see what you mean. So it's more expressive, in my opinion. So that was very big step forward, and we found that people like those riffs, this video.
It's an awesome song. Once captured pieces of fucking awesome,
Yeah, I also think
metal, anthem.
Yeah, actually, the inspiration for this song was. Amart. Yeah.
I'm shocked.
Yeah, me too. The sound of 8 hooves. There is lyrics about also the priest who is trying to convert pagans to Christianity. In our version, we just decapitate the bastard. Amart, hang him on the tree. Okay, both way right.
Yeah, you got a little more brutal, but it works.
Yeah, axe is always better than rope.
Of course.
And it's more metal.
Yeah, there's more metal. So then I left the band I used to play with. With Vincent's help, I met this guy, Typhus the Silent.
I actually.
That's why he is the silent
one. I actually because I knew Tom from a different band, and I knew that Tom is a really good guitarist, and he also is into folk music and stuff like that. So I
Disco Polo.
Disco
You guys
Polo
know
is,
what the Disco Polo is?
No.
You need to check this out. You need to check
it's
this out.
really shitty Polish music.
Yeah,
And,
it's really shitty.
So I just gave gave them their numbers, to each other, and they met, it clicked, and they started.
Yeah,
working.
well, yeah, I was at the step that the first album, Twilight of Blood and Flesh, was actually recorded 3 times.
Oh, yeah.
First of all, or maybe 4 times.
Well, I think 4 times.
No.
It was recorded 3 times, and it was attempted to be recorded the 4th time, but it didn't work.
No,
know.
3 times. Because I remember that when I met Tomek, I was after recording my guitar.
Mm-hmm.
And I just sent tabs to him, just to check out the music, learn how to play the music, actually. And he came up to me, and we started to deal with this situation. So we got drums recorded, not recorded. This was
The first concept was to make like fake drums.
Drum machine.
Yeah, because always that.
Shut up! And each
Fuck
time
you.
we were trying to make the things better. Like we did the guitars, then we needed better guitars, then we made like human recorded drums, and then someone said, yeah, if you have that already, then make real mic'd guitars, and
It just escalated.
finally we had
Yeah.
recorded guitars 3 times and basses 3 times.
But
And
we learned a
we
lot.
did-
Learned a lot.
Yeah.
When you
So
are
the
just
second album was recorded only once.
for now.
There's still time.
There's still time. No, there's no time. We need to finish this.
Yeah, it was a long process. I think the first time you recorded in your hometown.
Yeah.
Yeah, then.
Yeah, you arrived and recorded basses.
Yeah, I actually recorded basses for like 2 versions of the album. I don't know how much of these basses survived till the end. I know that Tom did some basses, like I just gave him my rig and because I was between jobs, so like, dude, I just don't have time, like really I didn't have time. Like just, you'll do it better, because you know the songs and you're a really good guitar player, like record the rest of the songs, so I'm not gonna say that I recorded the bass for the first album, parts of it maybe. But yeah, it was a long and arduous process, but it paid off. As you can see, guys are playing in Denmark, Germany, whatnot.
The point is that we are not playing at home. So
Yeah, because there are some great bands that just play like in their hometown and maybe in cities like 100 kilometers away.
a lot
That's
of
it.
them are better musicians than I am. I'm serious. I know a lot of those guys. Guys that are better guitarists or vocalists, but they just choose to sit on the ass at home or play gig in their hometown only. I'm not dealing with this, but that's their way.
Yeah.
That's their way. They choose it. So, but they are better actually. So.
Okay. So you got a couple of concerts left, and apparently an album on the way. What else is in the future of Valkenrag?
So tomorrow we are going to Germany, and our tour starts in the middle of June. June? In the middle of June. So we will play a couple of shows, and I hope till this time we have all the tracks recorded, and while we are on tour, the album will be mixed and mastered, as we can make some video clips on the summer, and second part of the tour promoting directly the album will be on the ar&m.
Yeah.
So we are quite busy, and also you need to go to the job, pay your bills, etc.
Yeah.
So lots of job to do before us. Well, we can handle this. Ładnie pachnie, nie? Smakuje jeszcze lepiej.
really fucking good.
What's your name, Valkenrag?
Means
Oh, yeah.
What does it mean?
Nothing.
And how
nothing.
did you-
So,
how-
it means nothing. With my friend, when we started to form up the band, we got some music, some riffs, not put together to make a whole song, but we got the ideas, and when we already recorded first song, man, we need to take a name for this project. Okay, have you any idea? No. And you? No. Okay. And after that, well, something like that. That was the name. I know we choose the name not because it means something deeper. No, it just sounds awesome for us. After.
and it sounds kind of Scandinavian.
Yeah, it
It's
does.
kind of.
It does.
It does.
Remind me a little of like Ragnarok or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Out of consonants.
Some, after a couple of years from the beginning, I just decided to check the name out in the Google. There was nothing. Yeah, strange thing. But so let's divide this word for a portion, and let's try in this way. So Valken in Netherlands language is an falcon. Rag is a rag. So you can put this together, and the name is pretty shitty, but it still sounds awesome.
I had some friends from like a Polish black metal band, and their name translated in one of the Scandinavian languages because they had a similar, they just came up with like black metal sounding word, and it in some Scandinavian languages it sounds
Sorry.
like being stabbed on the beach or something like that, like something really really
Beach
silly.
or pitch?
Beach.
What was
like,
called then?
Strandhog.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
I know the band.
Yeah,
played
like
with
they're my friends. They're awesome. Like they don't play anymore, but they were an awesome band. So they came up with the name, and then somebody told them like it's like you're being
that's-
stabbed on the beach.
Yeah, that's beach stab.
Yeah.
There are lots of bands, that have much. I won't say this. That have very different names. For example, I once met the band Porky Vagina. Yeah, the grindcore, Polish
Of
grindcore.
course,
For
with that name it can only be grindcore.
If there is Porky, there must be grindcore.
Yeah.
There is a shit, must be grindcore.
Yeah.
And
That's
fucking
chainsaw.
shit must be hardcore grindcore. Whatever. But so I'm not the only one who's got Valkenrag name of the band. So that's all.
Have you ever heard of Aalborg before?
Aalborg.
Yeah, this town.
Actually no.
So,
But
I will when you hear about Denmark, what do you think?
Copenhagen.
Copenhagen.
And
Lego.
Hans Christian Andersen,
Yeah.
the Little Mermaid,
Yeah.
because his fairy tales are really
Yeah.
popular in Poland. The Brothers Grimm's fairy tales from Germany, they're they are like mandatory reading in primary school. Hans Christian Andersen's stories. Like the Little Mermaid. What else was it? Like I had as a child, like everybody I think had this like big book.
Yep.
Yeah, with beautiful illustration, like the Snow Queen.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like everybody in Poland knows these stories. Like really popular.
Lego.
Lego. Yeah.
Lego.
Yeah.
Lego
Sure,
bricks. Bluetooth.
Yeah, Harald Blatten. That's the name in Danish. Bluetooth. Harald Blatten.
Blotten. Yeah, I know that as Shinozembe. Bluetooth.
Yeah.
In Polish it's Shinozembe.
It's like pale tooth.
Oh, pale.
Or like, no, if you're Shine means you're pale. Yeah, like
Yeah.
your skin is like white blue, because you're like dead.
And also Vikings. Yeah, we already wait for this. Lego.
I
Lego.
gotta come back sometime and take a tour around the Viking museums around here and
You know, actually, before we arrived to Denmark, a friend of ours just did it, and when we are going through when we are on the trip, you know, he was just spamming Facebook with the pictures with all the fucking Viking museums in Denmark. Oh, today he is in a Viking museum here. Today he is in a Drakkar museum. Come on, how many of them are there? And we unfortunately have no time to visit all of them. But tomorrow we will see the runestone.
Yeah.
Runestone. And the second thing is we needed to. We needed to check out the second thing.
I don't remember the name.
The tombs.
Tombs?
Yeah, like
Viking tombs.
Yeah.
We call them kurgane. It's like burial mounds.
Yeah.
Burial mounds.
Here in this town.
No. We just
on our way.
On our way
We have
here
a big
we.
one up just the other side of the fjord.
O,
It's like a big burial mound.
to kurwa sprawdźmy ten. Jest bliżej.
And also a museum. So.
Okay, so I think it's a much shorter distance, so
Yeah. It's a small
great idea,
country.
great idea. No, I mean that's you know tomorrow we get the other shows, so we can only allow to visit some places that are on the road. But if we have such place in this city, we can visit it.
Well, maybe you go to, I don't know, Ribe. We have like where how Bluetooth he Christianized Denmark. It's like he has 2 runestones down there. I don't know is that where we're going, but
We just saw, you know, some
Is that-
signs on the way.
it's not the way to Germany.
Yeah, like
Yeah, okay.
So it's like runestones, 200 meters. Yeah, like okay, when we're going back,
Yeah, it's
we'll
like in
check
a
it out.
church.
Yeah.
It's like Christian thing. I don't like it.
Oh, there must be a church. Let's check this out. We go. There is nothing. What the hell happened with the church?
He was the king that made Denmark Christian. So. Not popular.
No.
Yeah, that's like the sad thing about learning Polish history in school, that it always starts with the christening of Poland, and you don't ever have the like pre-Christian history. We don't learn about like the Slavic gods, even like basic things like this god did this god did this god did this. Functions, just basic functions, nothing. Just
The history of Poland, speaking about education in Poland, starts with baptizing the Poland. So the country starts when our country became Christian.
Yeah, children don't know anything
But-
about like the you know.
Yeah.
There are some legends that you like. Hans Christian Andersen's stories were based on some, I think, things from Norse mythology a bit.
Yeah,
like,
there's
maybe.
probably something in there.
So we got like stories that are like a little bit based, like fairy tales based in like
Stagash.
pre-Christian faith, but they're like a token few, just nothing,
Yeah, but instead of this, children in Poland are taught about Greek mythology, Romans, Egypt.
Yeah.
But not
the
about
great
their own country.
civilizations, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Yeah, that's a little weird.
That's weird. It's weird. Is that a coincidence?
it's like because our educational system. I'm a teacher, and our educational system is stuck in somewhere between the 18th and 19th century. It's like sitting in the class for 45 minutes, big groups, blah blah blah.
But then you have metal bands that kind of try to revive this Slavic
Yeah, lots of them.
A lot.
Lots of them.
A lot.
things, like you do with the Norse things.
Yes,
same themes,
but when you read the biography of our band, there is written that we deal with Vikings, but also with the Slavs.
Yeah.
The pre-Christian beliefs, the culture, etc. So that's formed up because we don't want to close ourselves only in Vikings way.
Yeah.
Because maybe someday we want to write something about our own history. So that's much better idea, I think. In Poland are bands also who are dealing with warriors cult or Slavic mythology like Saltus, North Graveland. These are or pagan bands or black metal bands. Real respect those guys. Must
Even
say.
like early Behemoth was really
Yeah.
pagan. Like
Our first
Grom
albums, Grom.
and Storming Nil Baltic, they're really like rooted in the Slavic myths. And in during the Grom phase, they had a lot of songs like 3 or 4
Lasy
in
Pomorza.
Polish. Yeah, like Lasy Pomorza, the forests of the Pomerania or something like that. Yeah, or Grom, which means thunder.
Yeah, but you're not able to be taught in the school about those things. If you want search by yourself.
Yeah, you just have to do
No
your
no
own
way.
research.
No
Yeah.
way. Poland is a specific country.
Very specific.
Yeah, I heard about being specific. I heard that when you are talking to Danish people and you will say that something is specific, that means about the person, for example, that means that the guy is ugly motherfucker, or something like that.
It's the same in Polish.
Yeah, specyficzny.
Yeah,
Don't deal with the guy.
it means in Polish it just means strange. It's
Yeah.
just means strange.
But I don't have anything more, but that's for this interview. But so I'd like to ask you, what band do you play in?
I play in Devdin. that's great. That's great. I played in Devdin. Awesome, fucking awesome.
Come on.
I play in Death Denied. It's like a southern rock, maybe a bit stoner band. Like in the vein of Corrosion of Conformity, maybe a bit Black Label Society, and we recorded 2 albums, 1 EP, 1 demo tape, and 1 song for like a mixtape tribute to dancing. We recorded our version of Tired of Being Alive, and actually we shared a rehearsal room with the guys, and we have been friends.
They didn't pay the rent, so we kicked them out.
We've actually been friends like since I think late high school, and like Tom helped us a few times when our second guitarist was somewhere away because he was working I think in Sweden for a few months. So Tom did a few shows on guitar with us. Lechu did some vocals, like shouting vocals for our first album.
Oh,
so
I remember this.
Yeah. We couldn't credit him because the booklet was done before he recorded them. So
Yeah, I remember the quote. Spartans, what is your profession?
Yeah. We recorded a song with and we wanted to put a sample of from 300. And we were like, if we put the actual sample, like Warner Brothers or whatever is going to sue the shit out of that.
Yeah.
So we just asked Lechu to record the same thing as yeah. So like it was like
Yeah, I did
what
it
he said.
at my home. At my home, I did it.
Yeah. Like the
Fuck
whole
neighbors. What is your profession?
like ooh, yeah, or something like that.
Yeah.
And yeah, the most memorable like this is fucking awesome. So I was like, you know, I was by the computer and he was by the microphone like again. This is all right. One more.
Recording vocals literally to the closet.
Yeah, actually,
Closet.
this is how the guys recorded the vocals for their first album.
Yeah.
Like a fucking giant wardrobe. The doors were open, and they jerry-rigged some kind of like you know from
Carpets.
like old blankets and towels. They jerry-rigged like a recording
This
booth.
building was just a fucking masterpiece, man.
And you know.
One collapse on my head anyway.
Because I recorded some backing vocals for the first album, so it was like this. There was like a computer sitting in the end of the room, and Lechu just, you know, started recording. He hit play, and then he ran to the wardrobe where two more people were waiting to record some like a and like the most awesome thing, like Tom told me, like he was recording some guitar solos, and you know Lechu's girlfriend was vacuuming the apartment, so the solos had a backing track. A vacuum fucking cleaner
recorded to the album, you know.
So he had to scrap like 4 hours of work because he was just so focused he didn't pay attention that there's like, you know, like a sound in the next room.
He noticed when she asked him, "Hey Tommy, can I clean this room?"
Because I cleaned the whole house and he was like,
Dun, 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 dun.
yeah, so we've been friends and we actually like help each other out. Like I have a chance to, because there was a sad situation. Their bassist's dad died last week, I think. So you know, on Saturday I think or Sunday, Lechu phoned me if I could like fill in for Ulfar. Cheers, bro. And
Take care.
yeah. And to come here and like play the 2 shows because he has to deal with all those funeral, you know, arrangements. So there are more important things, yeah. Now for him, I think. So and like I said, Tom helped my band out. Lechu helped my band out, you know, earlier. So we're all friends. There, you know. Try to be friends with all the bands in our city.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't work all the time, but we have great, you know, some great bands from, you know,
You need
from
to pay your rent.
the whole spectrum, the whole fucking spectrum, you know, from like rock to like brutal grindcore in Łódź. So that's that.
Just need to help each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Okay, so one last question before I go. How do I get such glorious beard?
What? Wait. You just wait
I'll just
and don't
wait.
shave.
Okay. Okay.
You don't give money to Gillette.
Okay.
And
I grow the
Just-
beard. Yeah.
oh, and you
sorry.
have to be really resilient to like your mom / girlfriend / wife snagging.
Yeah, cause it's patchy as fuck right now, so I gotta grow it in.
You need to drink milk.
You need to drink
Milk,
and
milk.
stop being that girly boy.
Drinking milk and drinking meat helps to grow your beard, helps to grow your cock, whatever.
Okay.
And you can get some testosterone cycle.
Oh, that's nice to know.
You can shoot up roids.
You guys are fucked up.
Well, thanks for talking to us.
Thank you too.
Thanks.
It
Thank
was,
you.